Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is James, and here at 20th and 21st Movies, we are about all things cinema. All right, it is that time of the month again. We are at the end of April. This video is going up on April the 30th, so we're about to put the final touches on the fourth month of the year. 1/3 of the year is about to be in the books, and we're about to head into May. And so it's that time of the month where I like to come on the channel and just share my thoughts on what is upcoming on the channel here at 20th and 21st Movies, in this case for the month of May 2023. So we've got a third of the year in the books, and this year is flying by. I feel like every month I come on here and I'm just talking about how fast time is flying. I mean, time literally waits for nobody. You feel like you just brought in the new year, and now we're not too far from Memorial Day and bringing in the summer. So it's something that really makes me realize how important it is to just be thankful for every moment and every day, and just taking that time to just be thankful and just be thankful for the people that are in your lives that you care about the most, and just being thankful for what you have in this world. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and just share what we have planned for this channel for the month of May 2023. Of course, April was a pretty busy month, and it's been a pretty busy year so far. I think so far in the world of physical media, movies, entertainment, it's been a pretty good year so far. Now I'm looking forward to what the last 8 months have, what the second half of the year has in store for us. I think there's some exciting titles coming out from the boutique labels, from the studios. So a lot of great things happening. Some interesting movies coming out that I'm really excited about, like The Equalizer 3, Dune Part 2. So really looking forward to those movies in the theater, but also looking forward to a lot of great physical media coming out, and definitely plan to cover a good portion of that here on this channel, 20th and 21st Movies. So I want to share with you my May 2023 channel preview, but I really want to get your feedback. If you can kind of come in here close here, I really want to get your feedback, because I really have worked to build this channel, 20th and 21st Movies, based on the idea of building a channel for film lovers, about the love of film and about the love of cinema. For me, it's been a huge part of my journey these last couple of years doing this YouTube channel. A big part of it has been just the feedback that I've gotten from this community, feedback from you, how you have actually made me a better film fan. You've broadened my horizons around film. I could be talking about a particular movie and doing a review of a Criterion title, or talking about some film topic, and one of you or several of you will put comments in the comments section talking about films that you've seen or recommending films to me. And oftentimes I've never even heard of the films or the directors, and I get the chance to discover those directors and those films. That just broadens my tent of what I've experienced, and it just adds to my journey of cinema. That's part of what I really love about being part of this community, because it's comments from you, it's comments from, or even discussions on live streams with other fellow people who are doing content, BlueTubers here in this community. I'm learning so much from others about film that I never even knew about, because to be honest with you, I consider myself to be a novice when it comes to films. I am not in any way any kind of expert on any of this. I am a fan. I love movies. I love cinema. I love certain directors. Alfred Hitchcock is my favorite director of all time. And I just love all things cinema. And for me, I just see myself as a novice, as a film fan who is just enjoying the journey and the exploration of just learning more about films and enjoying films, but also learning more about the filmmaking process. So for me, I've built the channel on that premise of the love and appreciation of classic and contemporary cinema. We do a lot of focus on the Criterion Collection on this channel, doing reviews of Criterion Collection titles. And so, there's a lot of content in that space. We also do a Taste of Directors series on this channel. And that's where we try to focus on a particular director and just give a little bit of taste of what that director has contributed to the world of cinema. So those are some of the types of content that we do on this channel, all around the idea of the appreciation and love of classic and contemporary cinema. But I really want to get your feedback on what type of content would you like to see in terms of, what do you think about the current lineup of content that we've been doing on this channel? What is your feedback on it? What has worked in your mind? What doesn't work as well? What are some areas that we could be better? Because I know that there's probably a lot of areas we could be better, in. I know for me, my thumbnails, not the best. My titles, probably not the best. I need to be better in those areas. But just from a content standpoint, what are some ideas that you have of some things that you would love to see in the world of movies and physical media and entertainment that you'd love to see on this channel, and that maybe others who share this passion around film would like to see as well? So I definitely want to get your feedback and get what you think. So that was a long way of saying, I want your feedback. Let me know what you think about the content on this channel and what you'd like to see here on 20th and 21st Movies. So without any further ado, after I have begged and pleaded and gone around the world to ask you for your feedback, I'm now going to talk about what we have planned on the channel for the month of May. And I want to get your thoughts on this as well. So let's go. All right. The first piece of content that I'm planning for the month of May is a review of a Criterion title that came out last year. And it's a title that I thought I was not going to pick up just based on looking at the cover. I thought, I don't know if I want to pick up that title. That looks really out there for me. I'm not sure if I want to get into that. But, someone recommended it to me and I decided, what, I'm going to go ahead and give this a chance. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on this title here, Frownland. This is going to be the very first review of the month of May, the Criterion Collection edition of Frownland. So I'm looking forward to sharing thoughts on this interesting film from Ronald Bronstein. He has collaborated with the Safdie brothers. He helped to write Uncut Gems. So very much looking forward to sharing thoughts on that title. Also looking forward to sharing thoughts on a film that's been in the Criterion Collection for a long time. Recently got a 4K Ultra HD release from Kino Lorber. And we can say that about a lot of titles from Criterion, but in this case, it is 12 Angry Men. So I'm looking forward to sharing thoughts on this 4K Ultra HD release from Kino Lorber. Kino Lorber has been killing it all year long. They have just been putting out banger after banger. And I have them up there with Criterion. Those are my two favorite boutique labels going right now. And I'm looking forward to sharing thoughts on 12 Angry Men. I'm also going to share some thoughts on another Criterion Collection release that I had a chance to watch recently that is really a very powerful release, a beautiful film, very fascinating premise. And this is from a filmmaker who has another title coming out in the collection, I think in May or June. It's Celine Sciamma. The film that's coming out is Petite Maman, but the title I'm going to do a review on for the month of May is Portrait of a Lady on Fire. So I'm looking forward to sharing thoughts on this release from Criterion. It is spine number 1034 in the collection. So looking forward to sharing thoughts on Portrait of a Lady on Fire. And I didn't give you the spine number for Frownland. It is spine number 1137. So yeah, so those are some of the reviews I plan to do early in the month of May, just sharing thoughts on those two Criterion releases and that Kino Lorber release. So be on the lookout for that. I also want to do a topical video on films from my favorite decade of cinema, probably my favorite decade period from a cultural standpoint, but one of my favorite decades of cinema, and that is, I want to do a topical video on 1970s films. So be on the lookout for that for the month of May. I also plan to do another Criterion Collection review. In this case, it'll be for a release coming out in the month of May, and that release is Targets. So I'm very much looking forward to doing a review of Targets that is coming out later in the month of May. So be on the lookout for that, a Targets Criterion Collection Blu-ray review. And then of course, I'm gonna cover the August 2023 announcements from both Criterion and Arrow Video. So I plan to do a live stream in each case where I just share my reaction on the announced titles from both of those labels for August 2023. Now, it'll be interesting to see what the slate for August looks like. Of course, for Criterion, coming off of what's going to be an epic month of July and coming off what's likely to be the 50% off sales at Barnes & Noble and Amazon, the month of August might not be as epic as July, but it still will be interesting to see what titles they put out in the month of August. Same thing with Arrow Video, so I plan to do coverage of that. Then I also plan to do a review of the Criterion Collection release of the Celine Sciamma film Petite Maman. Of course, she's the same director who did Portrait of a Lady on Fire. She's got Petite Maman coming out. So I plan to do a review of that Blu-ray release. And then the latest Taste Director Series video will come out toward the end of the month. And in this case, we are going to do a Taste of Charlie Chaplin film. So that will be our director spotlight entry for the month of May, Taste of Charlie Chaplin films. So I'm really excited about that. Of course, in the month of April, we did a taste of Michael Mann films that just came out on the channel. Last month, in the month of March, we did a taste of Yasuhiro Ozu films. We did a taste of Gordon Parks films earlier this year. And we also did a taste of Agnes Varda films. So I love our Taste of Director series. It's our monthly director spotlight. And in the month of May, we're going to turn the spotlight on Mr. Charlie Chaplin, the tramp, the famous actor, director, just a brilliant, brilliant man. And I'm really looking forward to sharing my thoughts on that amazing filmmaker and his contribution to the world of cinema. So be on the lookout for Taste of Charlie Chaplin films towards the end of May. And then, of course, at the end of May, we've got some notable titles coming out that I'm excited about that I plan to do reviews on this channel in the month of June. So that'll be part of my June preview. But I'm looking forward to Thelma and Louise coming out on 4K from Criterion. It's coming out on May the 30th. But look for a review of that title in early June, as well as Night of the Hunters, getting a 4K release from Kino Lorber. This is a Criterion Collection release as well on Blu-ray that's been out for some time, but it's getting one of those Kino Lorber 4K releases, and I'm very excited about it. I think the black and white photography on that film, on that 4K disc, especially if it has Dolby Vision, which I need to check and see. I would imagine it probably does. It's probably going to look spectacular on 4K Ultra HD, so I cannot wait to see that and share thoughts on that title in early June. So yeah, that is the content we have planned on this channel, 20th and 21st Movies, for the month of May 2023. Again, as I said before, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this planned content? What do you think about some of the content that you've seen so far on the channel? And what type of content would you like to see as we move forward? When it comes to the Taste of Director series, I do plan to put a community poll out there because I need to fill up the summer slate, so the June, July, and August slate. I've got some ideas of some directors, some of which this community has given me in the comments section. Oh, what about this director? Or what about that director? I've had a running list of directors that is based on that. So I'm gonna list out like 5 directors and ask you to let me know which directors we should include in that summer slate. So be on the lookout for that. But again, I just wanna say I appreciate you. I appreciate your viewership. I appreciate however you engage in this channel, whether you watch a video here or there, whether you drop into a live stream, if you put in a comment, however you engage in this community on this channel and even on other BlueTubers channels out there, I appreciate everything that you do and I appreciate your voice in this community. It all just sort of helps us, grow in our appreciation and love of this fascinating hobby that we have, which is the love of film. So you all make us better and I appreciate it. So anyway, on that note, I want to say thank you and hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time at the movies. Peace.